Hey church, my name is John Colleen and I'm part of the mission team here at Westview Baptist Church. And I have a quick question for you. Have you ever thought about why you live and work where you do? You may have your own reasons for that, but I'm sure that God has intentionally put you in those spaces so that you can share His love and His grace to the needy people around you. You know, Matthew 5 says this. Jesus tells His followers that they are the light of the world. And then He also says, let your light shine before men so they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. As we approach this Easter season, I want to ask you to join me in reaching out to your neighbors and letting your light shine. Pastor Nate and I have developed this form here in which you can be more intentional about reaching out to your neighbors. You can possibly see on the form here that there are 2 rows of homes. We're going to let this represent your neighborhood, and possibly the column between would be your street. On this form, I have placed my name, me, at one of these houses, and these other houses represent the neighbors around me. And what I've done is I've evaluated my level of relationship with them and thought about what do I want to do to be more intentional about reaching out to them and sharing the gospel eventually and reaching a discipleship relationship with them. So on this form up at the top, there is a way for you to take a look at what your relationship is with these neighbors that you have around you or your coworkers at your workplace, and then evaluate what level you're at with them. On my form here, I evaluated my different neighbors just by putting an X at the different level that I have reached with them. And you can see that one of my neighbors down here at the bottom is a believer and is a strong believer. And then I have other ones at different levels in here. And what this is helping me to do is to think about, for each different neighbor, how do I want to be more intentional about things that I do with them and things that I say to them in order to draw them closer and closer to Christ and in order to share His love and grace with them. You should see one of these in your bulletin. Would you take it home and do these 4 things? Evaluate where you're at with your different neighbors. Look at the description above and figure out what your relationship is with them. And then possibly confess how that relationship has gone. For me, I had to kind of tell God, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been as intentional as I should have been. And that might be a step that you need to take. And then specifically, we would really love for you to be intentionally praying for your neighbors, really thinking about how you can pray for them in very specific ways, asking God to help you with that. And then finally, the 4th thing would be to look at what can you do to deepen that relationship and move it towards a relationship in which you're able to share the gospel and eventually enter into some kind of a discipleship relationship with these people. You know, I'm doing this for my neighbors, but you may live in a place, in a neighborhood where this is not possible. Maybe you're just too far from other people, or maybe everybody around you is saved. Praise God for that. But you could also do this for your coworkers or people around you in your workplace as well. And you know, it's great for you to have your children do this as well. But do just remember that the most important person to do this is you. And then the second most important is all your loved ones and people in your household for them to participate as well. But make sure that you are being intentional yourself about this as well. Hey, thank you for this time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here today. And as we approach the Easter season, let's make sure that we are really intentional about people seeing in us the hope that we have, the grace that God has given us, and being able to share the love of God to our neighbors and the people around us. Thank you.